Hey, you doing? I've seen you before. How you been? How you doing? Hazley, what do you know? What do you say? Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live hosted by me. About earlier about my fishing. I'm chilling and walking and talking and blinking and breathing. Just talking about what happened earlier. Earlier I went fishing. It was kind of a it didn't work out the way I wanted, and this is the second time this happened. I went to one lake that I wanted to go to, but I forgot my bait. Didn't work out. I like to go. I've been wanting to go to this lake for a long time because it's more secluded and it's out in more of a in the country. But I ended up going to another one. No cooking tonight. I made a sandwich last night. You can go back and watch that one, if you want. But yeah, it wasn't really cooking, but yeah, it was just assembling, preparing a sandwich. But yeah, no cooking tonight. I did some fishing earlier today, but I just wanted to apologize. I couldn't get any comments. Like I said, I've had serious problems with YouTube lately, having to re-download the app and everything multiple times. Basically, it just doesn't work unless I'm on, Wi-Fi basically. So it is what it is, but we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I did a live earlier, a couple of lives earlier, and I couldn't get any comments when I was fishing, so I just want to apologize for that. So anyway, so yeah, I'm just chilling tonight. Anybody's welcome. Anybody have any questions, concerns, comments, or anything they want to share? Hey, feel free to join. Stop by, say hello. Everybody's welcome. Hello, how you doing, everybody? Hope everybody had a good day. I had an alright day too. So, oh crap, yellow rice. Oh, okay. I love rice. I love brown rice. Brown rice is my favorite, actually. I love brown rice, and I love white rice. Yeah, white rice is good. With sushi. Oh my goodness, so delicious. I love rice though. I love rice in general. Rice is so delicious. I love mushroom rice too. Making me hungry. I actually had rice tonight. Actually, I had to eat orange chicken with rice. I don't really like orange chicken that much. I do, but I don't. Well, it's kind of like pepperoni pizza. I mean, I like a little bit of pepperoni, but I don't like too much meat on my pizza because it just drowns out the cheese and the marinara sauce flavor. And I don't really like that. I like think the marinara and the cheese are the prominent parts of a pizza. So yeah, but yeah, brown rice and orange rice, or no, I'm sorry, brown rice and white rice. Oh, so delicious, amazing, very healthy for you too. Hello, college work. How are you? Nice to meet you. Hello, Ada Rose. How are you? Nice to meet you. Hey, stop in, say hello. What's up? How you guys doing? Say hi. Stop by. Say hello. What's up? That's awesome. Hmm. Hmm. Ada Rose. Oh, well, I hope you have a good day. I'm getting ready for work tomorrow, unfortunately. Some days I kind of wish I was going to school instead of work, honestly, because I wouldn't have to work. I just have to listen. I didn't like school when I went to school, but at the same time, when you go to school, you don't get paid. I get paid to do what I do. So, make another dollar tomorrow, work 40 hours plus a week, watch football and drink beer on the weekends, and then do it all over again the next. That's the American dream. That's it. If I actually believed my parents when I was a kid, that's what I had to look forward to. Then, hey man, I would have said, hey crap, take me to Neverland with Peter Pan and make me a kid forever. The only good thing about being an adult is that I can have dessert before dinner. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, what's that? You have a question for me? Well, interesting that you're just saying you have a question for me. A lot of people just ask questions, but anyway, shoot, I'm all ears. All that I ask is please be respectful. All right. Well, night night. Nice to meet you. And a rose. All right. Well, Give me a million. Yeah, I'm gonna start saying this right now. Give me $1 million, I'll quit smoking. I'll quit vaping. Okay. If you guys care that much, then give me $1 million and I'll quit. How's that sound? If you hate smoking that much, then maybe you should start paying somebody that to quit. you know. What do I do? Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, partially I'm addicted to nicotine, and then I guess partly pastime, got bored and everything. It was actually, well, I mean, I started vaping over cigarettes. I used to do cigarettes, but no, I'm glad that vaping came out actually. I know it's very argumentative, but I do believe, we really don't know the effects of vaping, honestly. I mean, there are cases of, lungs collapsing and everything, but and they've outlawed it. But we really don't know, honestly. So that is still unknown really what vaping really does to the body. So yeah, so far nobody's died from it yet because it's just too new. I mean, the first vape that actually came out in the 1960s, the electronic cigarette. But uh uh, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Um, but yeah, sure. But we really don't know, honestly. I mean, nobody really can tell me. I mean, but I've talked to people actually too who sold me vape at vape shops, and I was became friends with people that I used to buy from regularly at this vape shop. There is unbiased proof that, certain vapes are slightly healthier. And, I've watched a video about what a cigarette does to your lungs and what a vape does to your lungs. Well, thank you very much. I try, I try. Uh, so, but all I can say is that, like, we really don't know the existence of what vaping does to somebody's lungs over years. We know what cigarettes do, but we don't know what vapes do really that much. I mean, there's cases of what could happen, and there's cases that have had happened, but we don't know. I mean, it's just not like I mean, like they have the Surgeon General warnings on cigarettes. I mean, it's not like government, you know, mandated on vapes now. The Surgeon General warnings. So yeah. Oh dear. Essence, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, thank you very much. I've heard that before. That's one of the people that tell me that I look like actually a young Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. I know, like, yeah. Oh, that's good. I take one too. I like bathing actually. I like being clean. Yeah. I take a shower at least once a day. So yeah. Excuse me. Cleanliness is important to me actually. Yes. I support anybody that takes a shower at least once a day, even twice a day. Or at least, yeah. Bathing is important actually. I don't even know what that is, honestly. No, actually, no, I am a former. And I've been open and honest about this for for about 2 years now. Since I've been a YouTuber, I'm a former drug user. Actually, I used to be a cocaine user. No, methamphetamine was my choice actually. And but by the grace of God and everything, I actually found the light, and I went. There's two types of people that do drugs actually, and I've talked about this, and people have talked about this with me for many years actually. Um, about yeah, I was like, you could say, and this is my journey of going through drug use and abusing alcohol and everything when I was in college actually, and basically I was like, after you do a bunch of drugs or whatever, the next day you could say, wow, I want more. Or you could say, what the heck did I just do to my body? And that's what I finally said to myself after a year doing it. I was like, I never want to do that again. There's after effects, and I didn't want that anymore. So I went to the hospital and that was it. I'm done with it. I still have problems with alcohol. And I've been open and honest about this from day one, honestly. I'm an alcoholic, and I do struggle with alcoholism. So I mean, like, yeah, I'd like to be open and honest about my problems. We all have problems. Some people have problems with pride. Some people have problems with stealing. Some people have problems with drugs. Some people have problems with alcohol. And yeah, I have problems with alcohol. So yeah, but yeah, I used to. I haven't touched drugs in many many years now. So since I was 28. So yeah, and I'm very very happy actually. And it's tough, and and every time I am around somebody or I know somebody that does them, I was like, I make sure to say, if I ever invite you to a party or anything, and I say to everybody, I don't know if anybody does drugs here, but if you do it, please don't do it around me because I can't be around that stuff. I don't do that anymore. You know, so that's truthful. Oh, really? Adderall. Oh, yeah, my brother was gonna be on Adderall, actually. I actually was offered that once at a party, but I was too afraid to years ago when I was a user back in the day, but I was too afraid because Adderall, you never know what it could do to somebody. Everybody's different to how a drug works. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, well, I hope it works. So you have ADD, actually, ADHD. Hello, Gene. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Kinsey, this, I don't know what the heck that means, but yeah. I pray to God every day. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Absolutely. Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you for stopping by. I have OCD too, actually. No, I have OCD and I have anxiety disorder and I have depression. Mental disorder does run in my family. My grandfather was schizophrenic and my grandmother was bipolar. So, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hello. How are you doing, China? Nice to meet you. Come in, chat. Say hello. Stop by. Give your questions, concerns, comments. Is that right? Yeah. I don't know what the heck that means. I don't know what you're I don't know what you're referring to about Jesus Christ. That doesn't even make sense what you're saying. I don't do politics there, Red Hawk. I cook food. I've done politics, but I try not to. I try to stay away from it. I've gotten rage baited before, but is what it is. You we got a nice crowd tonight. We got some weirdos, but I'm an Ava. You stop by and say hello, and then you say bye in 2 seconds. Actually, say hello before I can even actually take a breath. I tell you. Is that right, huh? I was too. Cinnamoroll Queen, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a long time. How you been? How you been? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, it's been a while since you've been here. I remember you. Well, you actually do remember people, you know? That sounds actually disgusting, actually. No, I don't think I would do something like that. No. No, thank you. Hello, Emily. Hello, Renee. How are you? Oh, dear. All right, some people are starting to get timed out, actually. All right, Kate, how are you? Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is the longest I've ever had my hair. I haven't had a haircut since last October, so I'm just trying to see what it looks like. Trying to see what I look like with the hippie movement, whatever. Trying to see what I look like hippie, but yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can go without getting a haircut till October and see where that goes. But yeah, um, but I don't know. It's really annoying me. But anyway, just want to try a different style. I've never gotten to grow my hair out like that, but yeah, I don't think I really like it though. But I mean, kind of cool to see me with hair down to here, just to show you guys what I look like. Oh dear. Hello, Roland. How are you? How are you? And hello, Kate. I said hello to you before. I know it does. Big lots, I know. Hello, Skylar. How are you? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Emily. Uh, I don't even know what the heck that means, actually, the last thing you said, but anyway. Ooh. Best NFL quarterback right now? I don't know, honestly. That's a good question. I'm really divided with sports actually. I'm not a big sports guy, but I do watch I watch yeah, my teams. If my teams ain't playing, I don't really care that much. And I had this discussion the other night. Um if I was invited to a Super Bowl party, even if my teams weren't playing, I would watch it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. But if none of my teams I like are playing, I don't really care that much. But I might watch it just for the commercials. That's it. But last year I did not like the commercial, or this year I did not like the commercials. I didn't like anything. I didn't like the halftime show, not just because of the politics. I just didn't like it. And I didn't even like the commercials. They weren't even that great. So yeah, what am I into? If you watch my channel, I hope that would answer your question. I like to cook and I like to fish. I like a lot of things. I do a lot of cooking, but I do a lot of fishing content also. That's yeah. Well, I cook food. I cook food. I rate food. I do a lot of fast food rating. A lot of people are weirded out by that. But, I actually like fast food. I mean, like I like unhealthy, juicy fast food. That's one of my unhealthy guilty pleasures actually, and I think that's worse than my vaping habit actually. If I want a burger, I want a heart attack burger. I want a juicy and dripping. You know what I mean? So yeah. I only caught two fish in the last 20 years, but I caught a catfish the other day. Last week, I caught a catfish, and I have a picture on it. You can see it on my post actually. So yeah, it was one of the biggest I've caught. So yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Well, I hope you do really well with that. Oh wow, hunter's license. Wow, awesome. Catch a deer for me. I actually want to watch that movie, The Dark Crystal. Actually, it's interesting that you say that. Actually, oh, so there actually is a prequel. The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. Oh wow, I'll have to actually look. No, that actually does look like an interesting movie from the 80s. I really wanted to watch that movie with Jim Henson. Yeah, just because it looks like a movie that stands out. Actually, amazing puppetry. I like watching movies that stand out. Like one of them is like one of the movies that has a cult following. What is that? Blade Runner. It looks like it's really ahead of its time actually. And Star Wars is another one. Yeah. I just said I caught a catfish the other day. Actually, I haven't fished in over 20 years, but I caught catfish the other day. It's probably the biggest so far that I've caught. Oh, thank you so much, Thumper. How are you? Nice to meet you. Favorite dish to make? Oh, that'd be pizza. I love to make a pizza. I don't need, but me large pizza. Nice to meet you. It's about fish. It's about cooking, and we also do a lot of fishing content. Also, it was amazing. It was a good movie. Wow, that's why I don't do online dating anymore. Sorry about that, Zaid. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Interesting live chat here that I have. Wow. Hey, come in, chit chat, say hello. What's going on? How's your guys' day? Yeah. Oh, awesome. That's fantastic. Oh dear. Really? That's interesting. I agree there, Donnie Trump 2030. I can't hear you, but I can read what you're saying. No, I can't hear what people are writing me. No, I can read it though. I can read. I had to go to first grade and second grade. Now I do have a gym membership, and I actually haven't been in. I actually did get a gym membership. It's actually only $20 a month, but like they lied to me. It's $20, but it's 27 actually altogether. But yeah, channel is about cooking and a lot of rating food and a lot of fishing content. If you can go back and watch it, maybe you could understand that. you know, People ask me what my channel's about when they go on my live, but yeah. Oh dear. Hello, upgraded. How are you? Nice to meet you. Salt water or fresh water? That's a good question, actually. If I actually was to swim, I'd rather swim in salt water, honestly, because I really don't trust lakes anymore with all these parasites going around. Yeah. Interesting. Good question, actually. I like that. I like that question. Yeah. Oh, I like the crowd tonight. You got a lot of weirdos tonight. A lot of weirdos, but I mean, hey, come in, chit chat, say hello, say goodbye, say goodnight, say how's it going. Tell me how your day is. Give me questions, concerns, comments. Oh, alcohol all the way. No, I've never. I'm not a weed person. Never been big into weed. I just dislike weed very much. Actually, interesting. Born in Philly, I actually lived 5 minutes away from the Franklin Mills Mall. I live like, I could walk across the street from there. Honestly, yeah. You betcha. Oh, my moderator's got a little rid of a lot of people, but it is what it is. How's everybody going? Come in, chit chat, say hello, say goodbye, say goodnight. Give me a suggestion of what I should cook next. I'd love to hear about it. Uh, oh dear. That's fantastic. No, I'm not in Bucks County. I close to Bucks County actually, but yeah. No, I was. I'm not there anymore, but yeah, I grew up in Philly, but yeah, northeastern Philly, 5 minutes away from the Franklin Mills Mall. But yeah, I live in Missouri now, close to KC. Stuffed chicken breast. Okay. Well, actually, I did actually see a recipe that I actually do want to make. Stuffed caprese chicken. Yeah, like a caprese pasta salad. So that sounds really good, actually. Yeah. Well, it's good. Not much. Just chit chatting and all that. You betcha they're good. They're amazing, honestly. Wow. We got people on. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Crazy people. Am I an Englishman? No, I'm not English. My last name is English. No, it's actually Welsh. No, I'm an Irishman. I'm an Irishman. I'm part Irish, part Italian, part German. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. They have a stuffed chicken recipe of that. Yeah, that sounds really good. Thank you for the Dimitri. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I appreciate it. I've heard of Conor McGregor. I don't watch fighting though, but thanks for the question. No, I've heard of him, but yeah, I don't know not much about fighting. I like watching UFC fighting, but I don't know the names or the ranks or anything. That is something that I do enjoy watching though. When I watch it, I just watch for the fun of it though. Oh, KFC is by far my favorite chicken recipe of all time. Favorite chicken sandwich of all time. KFC is number one. I will. The Colonel knew what he was doing when he did the 11 herbs and spices. Absolutely, and I actually did a review on it. So yeah, skin. Thoughts on skin? I don't know. Thank you. Processed food. Well, I do like heart attack food. That's one of my guilty pleasures. I mean, I feel like America does do a good job making unhealthy food taste good. And McDonald's is one of my guilty pleasures too, I will be honest with you guys, you know? Oh, no, that's, no, Red Baron, that's actually, Red on Baron, that's, Chick-fil-A does that, and that's actually number 2 on my list. That would be number 2, yeah, that would be number 2 on my best chicken sandwich recipe. Best chicken sandwich, fast food chicken sandwich, that would be, and I've done that before, yes, it tastes really good, actually. That's more tender, though. They don't do the 11 herbs and spices, but I like the 11 herbs and spices kinda mix because, I like the flavor. I think the spice is really where it's at, yeah. Do a good job, yeah. Hello, Ada Rose, you're back. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm old, I'm 36, I'm an old man. Favorite fast food? Oh, and my favorite fast food has to be. Oh, do you just switch to my brother switches ends? I can't make the switches ends, dude. I swear I tried and tried, but I like inhaling, nicotine. I just can't chew nicotine that well unless I absolutely have to. I wish I could do the switch, but yeah. Favorite fast food? Oh, that'd be McDonald's, hands down. I love McDonald's. I'm unhealthy in that way. That's one of my guilty pleasures, unfortunately. I think that's worse than my vaping habit, actually, because I do like fast food. Like I say, I think America does a good job making fast food really tasty. And so slap a bib on me and watch my arteries clog up. Rose, nice to see you again, though. Uh, no, I'm not going tonight, but thank you for asking me. Yeah, chill night, cold beer, chill night. Yeah, you betcha. I should reverse my eating habits. Yeah. I'm old. I'm an old man. I'm 36. I'm about to be 37. Yeah. Burger King, I don't know. I think Burger King really went downhill, though. I'll be honest with you. Arby's is good. They have the meats, they had the best actually. I think their sandwiches got smaller and they got more pricey for sure. Like everybody else. No, not really. Uh, a pretty chill night. Oh, really? I do the same thing actually. And tomorrow I'm going to start my 2 day. I usually try to do a 2 day fast, but I can't do it. It's been a while. I've broken so many fasts actually. Soup, sir, talking to you, referring to you. I'm gonna try and do a 48-hour fast starting tomorrow, actually, and that's why I'm so skinny, actually, because I do a lot of fasting. Actually, I don't do as much as I want to, but I mean, like, yeah, 48-hour fasting. But if you break it, don't break it with sugar because you're gonna ruin the fast. Actually, somebody told me. So yeah, and it's not for everybody. I don't recommend that for everybody. But yeah, I mean, I love to cook and I love food. But yeah, that's why I usually pick like every other day, like Monday I'll fast, Wednesday I'll fast, Friday I'll fast. So that was what really keeps my weight at a healthy level. Really? No, I drink coffee a lot. That's one of my other problems, honestly. I drink a lot of coffee. Actually, coffee suppresses your appetite. That's actually what I drink to suppress my appetite. So yeah, water and coffee. And if I'm really, really hungry, just eat like a vegetable or no, eat like a fruit or something really low in calories. That's usually what I do. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. How you doing, man? How you doing? I knew you were gonna show up. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. We did I went fishing earlier today. I have been having some serious problems with YouTube. Basically, where I'm living right now, it only works on, the internet that I have, but like if I go anywhere else, nothing works actually. I had to re-download the app numerous times, and when I go live, it doesn't work and I have to re-download it. And when I go live, I can't see my comments. So yeah, that sucks. It only works on internet. But if I'm in a place where there's no internet, that's great. Have you done any lives this weekend? Have you done any videos at all? I haven't seen any videos from you, Brandon. Where you been? I heard I assume he's from that show Jackass, but I don't know of him until people have told me about him. But yeah, I don't I don't really watch it, but yeah, good to see you too. Yeah. Is there a way to like, write YouTube or report your problems with YouTube or whatever? Like, I see, every time I go, a lot of times when I go on YouTube Studio, it talks about issues that have happening. Can you just do like a feedback, write about what's going on with YouTube if you're having a problem with it, and maybe they can fix the glitch or whatever? Have you ever had any problems like that or no? Or like had a problem where you reported it to YouTube or whatever? Yeah, my problem is really bad, honestly, but yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, that's for sure, for sure. Evelyn, you're saying help and then please? Oh, you think you're the only person that has problems in this world? Hey, I need help too. I need $1 million. Give me $1 million and I can help you probably. you know? Interesting crowd tonight. Not as interesting as last night. A lot more trolls. I had another live like this. Come in, chit chat. talk about your day, see how everybody's doing. Any questions, concerns, comments, or anything like that. Yeah, love to hear about it. Come in and chit chat, say hello. What's up, Brayden? How are you? Your name looks familiar. Maybe I've seen you before. I don't know. I don't know if you're new or not, but yeah. Nice to meet you, anyways. Hey, Brandon. I don't know if you're still there, but nice to see you, man. Fishing, and I recorded a lot of that. Well, I'm going to be recording a lot of that. That's what we're doing, and of course cooking, and that's what I do on my channel, obviously. So yeah, definitely, it was good. It was really good. I cleaned my car out. I went to church, and I actually did some work on my car, got some things accomplished. And I went some fishing. I didn't catch anything, but it was a good day. It was a pretty productive day, I think. How was your day, Evelyn? Thank you for asking, though. Yeah. Oh, you're here? Oh, okay, there you go. I thought you left, but anyway. I'm great. How are you? It is hurt. We all need to go to church. We all need God. We all need church. Well, I mean, I'm not pushing anybody, but church is good for everybody. That's true. That's true. That's true. No, for sure, for sure. No, I went to a lake and there was just too many people and I couldn't find a good spot to fish. But anyway, and I was having problems. I couldn't even get chats or I couldn't get my comments to work or anything. So that's what my issue was. But anyway, other than that, it was okay. I'm glad that I got to record and I'm glad I got to actually post the cooked fishing content. Yeah. So, Mm. What's up, Jackson? How are you? Chilling and I'm walking and talking and blinking and breathing. Well, I'm not walking right now, but yeah. I'm drinking Genesee Ice. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Genesee Ice, yeah. That's great. That's great. Did you have a good day today? How was your day? Did you have a good day? And do anything fun or what? Oh, really? Really? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Interesting. Wow, you're really starting from the bottom, just like me, Brandon. Wow. So he's been out for a little while. Wow, interesting. I do not like IPAs. I'm not, and especially citrus. Yeah, I do not like that after flavor. Kind of gross. $20. Ish. I'm more of a dark lager type of person, actually, or a lager person, or a dark beer. Dunkel is one of my things, and Casey Dunkel. And, I did a tour of those at that brewery too. And while there is Free State has a lot of good beer except their IPA. A lot of them I like actually, and then I like lagers and Yingling, of course, because I'm from Pennsylvania, because the Pennsylvania beer. But yeah, Spindrift. I've never even heard of that, but yeah, doesn't sound like something I would like though. I'm a beer drinker. I don't drink hard alcohol anymore. I used to when I was in college, but yeah, absolutely no. You know what I'm talking about, Brandon. Genesee Ice. So they do have that in Florida. In Florida. Pretty interesting. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Getting the job done. It's $1. That's why I get it. It's cheap. I've been just buying, dollar, a lot of that actually, because I do drink a lot. So yeah. I mean, on the weekends or certain days, I like to go to this one store that I go to. There's a really big what do you call it, liquor store, and they have a lot of different beers. I find a new six pack, and then I try it. I like trying new things. I didn't like beer for many many years, and then I went to a brewery and I tried craft beer, and I was like, holy crap, beer actually tastes good when it's craft. Actually, yeah, there you go. There you go. And Genesee's actually cheaper here, actually. I don't know what it is. It's like less taxed, but yeah. No, we have 30 packs here at Genesee. We have regular Genesee and we have Genesee Ice. I think Genesee Ice doesn't taste as good, but yeah. I am part German actually. I'm part German, part Italian, part Irish. I have German blood in me though. Um no, we have Genesee Ice, but I think the regular, it's hard to find like six packs of regular Genesee here though. But I found one, and yeah, I think it tastes better actually. I like the regular Genesee, but Genesee Ice gets the job. Like I said, gets the job done. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I am part German. I'll be honest with you. I probably have more German blood than I do Italian blood. Honestly, German and Irish are more primarily the biggest, and then yeah, Irish, German, and Italian. That's how it goes basically. There's mostly Irish in me, and then there's German, and then Italian. That's it. Hello, Prez. How are you? How are you? Good evening. How are you? How are you doing? How you doing tonight? No, he's part Italian. No, he's part Jewish, part Italian, part Russian. He has Russian in him, I think. Honestly, no, I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I definitely do that. Yeah, for sure. I'll make you a moderator. There we go. Standard moderator. There you go. Brandon, a lot of my, I'm also on, I mean, partially restricted, um, a lot of chats that come on, they're under review basically. And most of them that are under review are really annoying messages. So yeah, it helps actually being under the review. So yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, Brandon. Yeah, there you go. Sorry. But you're not gonna. I mean, when you're so basically, it only works when you're on, though, right? When you're on here, basically. If you're not on, you can't do it. But yeah, like I said, a lot of my messages are under review, but some of them aren't bad. But some of them are. But yeah, there you go. Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've known you for a while, so yeah. But, just let me know basically, like, the way it works is that, like, when you're on, you can time people out and everything, yes. Okay, right. Okay, good. Thank you. And that works too, actually. And you see, I mean, a lot of my comments are under review mode too, so I don't know if you see that, but yeah, that works too, yeah. Hello, Meg. How are you? Nice to meet you, Megan. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, I like the views, and like we had this discussion. I mean, I probably will use it at some point, but like, I just don't use StreamYard as much because it's just smaller, actually. But yeah, and there's less people, but you don't like trolls and everything, so I understand. Oh, not much. Just chilling and having a drink and chilling. No, for sure, no, and yeah, I totally understand. And I noticed though a lot of people who have thousands and thousands of subscribers, they just talk. They don't even listen to their subscribers. It's just all about views. But yeah, I get it. And you're the type of person like me. You want to interact with your subscribers. So yeah, it's nice to actually interact. Come chit chat, say hello, take a load off, chill. Say hello. Anything you want to talk about, share, or anything like that. Yeah, and I want to do the same. But it's hard to do because there's so many trolls on here. But thank you very much, Brandon. I appreciate it. Well, you're on, Brandon. So yeah, I'm probably gonna let you guys go here soon, though. Sorry, Megan. Did I miss you? Thank you. Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate it. You're one of my closest. Yeah, you're one of my closest friends on YouTube. Thank you. I only have a few, but you're one of them. Yeah, I've known you for about a year now. So yeah, nice to actually meet you. I'm really glad that we met. Nice. I've learned a lot from you, Brandon. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm glad to have you as my friend on here. Yeah, I'm glad to have you as a fellow YouTube friend. No, for sure, and I would if I didn't trust you, I wouldn't do this to you, honestly, too, either, so I hope you trust me too. Yeah, but I really appreciate that. But yeah, thanks, Brandon, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like, and I was really surprised, when we first met, actually, you were pretty trustworthy with me, we first went live together, but yeah, I was a little skeptical, but, and we had our fall and everything just because I took something the wrong way. When you're drinking, when you read a message, sometimes you read it the wrong way or take it the wrong way. That drinking does that to you. But I'm glad we're friends. Honestly, I'm glad we're connected on YouTube. I'm really glad. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, exactly, and I'm the same way too. Actually, yeah. Megan, why are you leaving? No, I'm the same way. I'll mess with them too if I can, but it depends on the day. It depends on what they're doing. Actually, depends on how inappropriate they are. If they're just screwing around, but if they're getting really, really inappropriate, then yeah, it's just like time to go. So yeah. Oh right. Oh, you're probably in the front. Right, right. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate it, Brandon. How was your day? You betcha. I'm just like, wow, I got 17 likes. That's probably the most likes I've had. Oh, guys, I love you, but I actually do have some TV to watch. Actually, one of my favorite shows that I love watching, actually, on a good night of having a beer and everything, is Bar Rescue. I don't know if anybody ever seen that with John Taffer. Basically, it's just like Kitchen Nightmares, but it's bars. Basically, I love that show, actually. So I'm actually catching up on that, actually. So yeah. Oh, really? Wow, that's cool. Well, I'm glad. Hey, stop by. Yeah. Check out Bar Rescue. Good show. My other favorite show is Cold Case, actually, and that's based in Philadelphia. Crime show, a girl and a team of detectives. They investigate cold cases. Really great show. A little old school. They were going to do a revival, but they canceled it. But I wish they would have done a revival. But yeah, great show. Check it out. Based in Philadelphia. Love that show. I'm on the seventh season finally. I wanted to space it out. Absolutely. No, absolutely. And I like him actually more than I like Gordon Ramsay. I think Gordon Ramsay is a little too arrogant for me, honestly. But yeah, John Taffer, yeah, I think he's a good guy, honestly. He tells people how it is. It's probably all for the show, but I think it's a really cool show and just the way it's done actually. And he does really renovate and there's places in Philadelphia that he actually renovated actually, but all the bars are closed actually. It's pretty sad actually. We know the great thing about bars is, bars actually stay open longer is because they sell alcohol. Alcohol is key. If you want a bar, if you want a restaurant with alcohol, you have to sell alcohol. That's where it is. My favorite movie? Oh man, I probably have five of them actually. Oh, you know what? My favorite movie, I did talk about this the other night actually. My favorite movie of all time, Casino. I love that movie with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci and Sharon Stone. I like mafia movies. I like mafia history, and that movie had a lot of drama. It had a lot of action. It had everything in between. Actually, great movie. Go check it out. If you like Goodfellas and like The Godfather, that's a great watch. Actually, go check it out. Probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Casino, favorite movie of all time. If I could pick one, that would be one movie that I love. There you go. You betcha. Brandon, you talking to me? You talking to Raul? Oh, you talking to the other dude? All right, guys. I'm probably gonna just call it quits. Actually, so it was really nice hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna go watch some good movies. Actually, so yeah. All right, thanks, Brandon, for being my mod. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Thanks everybody, for joining. Actually, it was a good night. A lot of trolls, but thank you, Brandon, for saving the day. All right, guys, have a great night, and as always, happy cooking, everybody. Bye.